Welcome to the 8th qualifier of Season 3 of Junkyard Joust. Hi everybody, I'm Aaron Yonda. We've got some spectacular teams for you tonight. Check these out. There are some fun ones. Let's head into the garage and see what we've got. Here's a team that's going to take you to the underworld, but at least you'll be able to see it's Glow to Hell. Featuring Warp Speeder, sponsored by Deluxe Flame. Skull Crusher, sponsored by Sean and Patrick Hogan. Duck and Roll, sponsored by Wolful Fiber Art. The Linster Prototype, sponsored by Emo Dingo. And Ollie Rocket, sponsored by Nay. Hi, Javi. And here we've got an unusual team, Alice in Thunderland, sponsored by Sid from Cybertron. These vehicles are all custom sculpted. First up, it's the Undergrounder, 83 grams. The Waster, the Caterpillar, the Pollinator, and the Hunter. And here's a menacing looking team, Fierce Lead Dragon, with the 57 Roadster, sponsored by Chome. High Roller, sponsored by Swedenborg's Smorgasbord. Cove Light, sponsored by Judy Collins. Sweet 16, sponsored by Liz's Wizards Arts and Witchcraft. And Bad Moon, sponsored by Emo Dingo. Mind Control is back with an almost entirely new lineup of vehicles. Their first car is Minecart, sponsored by Wayland Enterprises International. Iron Golem, sponsored by Hendrika's Heavy Hauling. Ocelot, sponsored by Hey Hey's Hatchback Hanger. Redstone Monstrosity, sponsored by Sloth Automotive Sachet and Buffet. And returning this season, Spider, sponsored by Jedi. Stranger Danger, I'd stay away from these vans if I was you. First up is this Ford Bedford van, sponsored by Raygull Radio. And the Ford Econoline van, also sponsored by Raygull Radio. The MBK van, sponsored by Stump's Tree Farm. Custom 77 Dodge van, sponsored by Mr. Strathholm. And the Ford Supervan 2, sponsored by Ellis Wertenberger. I wanted to let you know about a couple ways that you can make watching Junkyard Joust even more fun than it already is. Number one, if you become a car sponsor, you'll have a vested interest in watching the episode and finding out what happens to your sponsored car. You can root for it on the sidelines, and you can even bet on who you think is going to win if you join our Discord. It's just betting for fun. There's no real money exchange, but it is a lot of fun. Links for all this in the description. The rules are simple. Survive. Every car has to drive down the track, smash into the rest of the cars, and if they end up upside down or sideways at the end of a round, they are eliminated. Any cars that are right side up at the end of the round move on to the next round. In the qualifier, the match ends when 2 teams have lost all their cars, and the remaining 3 teams move on. First up, it's a familiar face. It's Spider from Mind Control with that fold-down back. Spider did pretty well for Mind Control last season. They decided to bring him back, and they got 4 additional new vehicles for their team. Should be interesting to see how they fare in this match. There is going to be some serious competition in the main event this season, so we'll see what happens. Glow to Hell is going to send down the Ollie Rocket first for their team. This is a flashy looking team full of fast cars, and Ollie Rocket smacks the back of Spider, tries to fold that back up but can't manage it even with the pointed front end, only succeeds in pushing Spider a little bit more down the track. Here's a highly unusual team, Alice in Thunderland, and they are going to send down the Caterpillar, very unlike any team we've seen, and bam! Ollie Rocket gets smacked, flips over numerous times, goes over the top of Spider and upside down, and that's going to be our first casualty tonight, unless Ollie Rocket somehow gets flipped right side up again. Caterpillar, a heavy vehicle, might have something to do with that massive caterpillar on top of it. Another kind of odd team, Stranger Danger with the Ford Econoline van. This thing's kind of heavy too. And a slam into the back of Caterpillar, but Caterpillar is not going anywhere. Almost tips off the edge, but manages to hold it on the track. We got a nice line of cars now. First up for this team, Fierce Lead Dragon. It's going to be Sweet 16. Sweet 16 assassinates the Econoline van, flips him upside down, and the van takes a bad bounce and goes over. That van is probably done. Could get tipped back up, but it's fairly unlikely. Nice hit there by Sweet 16. And look who's back. That's right. It's Baby Cookie, and she's going to take a ride down the track in this minecart for Mind Control. The minecart smacks into the back of Sweet 16, can't get anything happening, almost gets under Caterpillar, but that thing's too heavy, and Baby Cookie manages to stay in the minecart. Could this be the perfect vehicle for Cookie to be a passenger in? So far, so good. And here we've got another rider for Glow to Hell. It's Warp Speeder and Geordie LaForge, so appropriate to be riding in Warp Speeder. And Jordy hits warp speed and goes flying out of the car over and over and over. And did you see that landing? He landed right on his butt, and I think he's probably okay. Troy is stationed nearby for any sort of medical help that's needed. Cookie stays in the minecart. Great hit there. Jordy having some fun with warp speed. Here comes another big bruiser for Allison Thunderland. Undergrounder, 83 grams. And Undergrounder smashes into the line of cars and puts 3 of them off the track. Cookie in the minecart makes a recovery. Warp Speeder makes a recovery. And not so good for Sweet 16, who is flipped over. Wow, that was a big hit. And now Undergrounder and Caterpillar are dominating the track. Only Spider left down there for any other team. Next up for the Danger, it's going to be the MBK Van. 68 grams on this one. MBK Van smashes Caterpillar off the track, and look at the recovery of Caterpillar balancing on her feeler and then flipping over and landing upright. That was a great recovery right there. Not so good for the Undergrounder. Fiercely Dragons got Cove Light ready to go. Cove Light collides with MKB, but can't get much to happen. Everybody just kind of sits on the track, too many heavy vehicles, and now Cove Light is locked in. Actually, it's the MBK Van. It's confusing because it says HKS on the side, but it's the MBK Van. And next up for Mind Control, the Ocelot. Could be some undercutter potential here. Ocelot does indeed take Cove Light off the track, but Cove Light makes a pretty good flip and a recovery. Nice and stable. Good hit by Ocelot. Glow to Hell's next entrance going to be Duck and Roll. Duck and Roll hurls Ocelot off the track, indeed rolling the car several times, bounces off a Cove Light and manages to land it. Great recovery there, and now the Duck is locked in. We had a Spider for the Mind Control team, got one for Allison Thunderland too, the Hunter. Looks to me a lot like a spider perched atop an old Citation, and that spider actually slows itself down with its own legs and a nice gentle tap, trying to keep stable, I guess, and not take any risks here. Very cautious spider. Danger's got the Ford Supervan 2 now, 62 grams, pretty heavy. The Supervan manages to actually eliminate potentially his own teammate, flips over the MBK Van sideways on the track just from the power and the force, and doesn't really do much else, just locks it in on the track. Here's kind of a fierce looking car for Fiercely Dragon, High Roller. High Roller tries to lift the Supervan off the track, gets him up a little bit. I got a feeling, though, that he's going to be able to finish the job, depending on the next car that's coming down. A little chunk of something flew off the Supervan there. I think it was the Supervan. Anyway, somebody lost something. Oh, yeah, here comes a big hit. The Redstone Monstrosity going down for Mind Control. The Monstrosity finishes off the Supervan and starts to push the High Roller underneath the Hunter. That was a nice big hit. That thing straddles the track just wide enough to stay on there, but it doesn't look that secure. It could get knocked off, I think. Let's see what Skull Crusher can do for the Hell. Skull Crusher can't get under the Monstrosity, but pushes the High Roller farther under the Hunter. Hunter definitely in peril right now. Sticky predicament. Let's see if the Hunter can get any help from his teammate, the Waster. Man, look at this thing. The Waster does exactly that. He wastes the Redstone Monstrosity, pushes the Skull underneath him, and unfortunately also ends the Hunter. Hunter flips over, could get flipped back upright again. There's a lot of heavy vehicles in this qualifier, and here's another one for the Danger, the Custom 77 Dodge Van, 61 grams. The Van takes the Waster out, just hits him off the track. A deft maneuver, and Waster can't quite make a recovery. High Roller pushed off the track, but he's right side up, and the Waster almost turns it over, but can't quite do it. Another fierce looking car for the Fiercely Dragon team, 57 Roadster. The Roadster plows into the back of that van, but can't get anything to move. Too many heavy vehicles. Even the ones that are tipped over, no one's able to get them off the track, so we're backing it down. And look who else is back. It's Tim. He's going down in the back of the Iron Golem. I think he's not even trying to be safe here. Nope, he just flips all over and lands on a bunch of the cars. Ow. Ooh, yeah. Yep, that did not look pleasant. I think he's going to be visiting the shuttle. Luckily, he's right next to the shuttle, so maybe Troy can begin treatment immediately. Nothing else going on there. Actually, she's a little close to the action right here, but I guess she wants to be ready for this exact occasion. Iron Golem's going to take a hit from the Linster prototype for Glow to Hell, surprisingly light 27 grams. Linster prototype rocks the Iron Golem, but actually manages to knock that Roadster off the track upside down. Iron Golem is leaning up against the Roadster. It could go either way depending on what happens on the next run. And it's going to be Thunderland. They're going to send down the Pollinator. The Pollinator, a nice, gentle slide into the line of cars. That van is starting to get moved up a little bit. Iron Golem looking pretty safe right now, and everybody's locked in. 2 vehicles left in this round. Here comes the Ford Bedford van. The Bedford van stirs things up a little bit on the track, but doesn't get anything decisive to happen, and now that Bedford van is curbside, this next run should be interesting. A lot of cars in precarious positions right now. And it's going to be a fast-moving car, fairly heavy. Bad Moon, 53 grams for the Dragon. Bad Moon takes out the Bedford van, knocks it upside down on top of the Pollinator. Almost took out the Dodge van, the other stranger danger vehicle there, but not enough to quite flip it over, enough to count as out. Quick scan of the field is going to reveal 11 vehicles eliminated in this round. That's a pretty good number. Let's take a look at the aftermath. And look at this, stranger danger barely hanging on by that one vehicle that was almost eliminated, the custom Dodge van. Allison Thunderland lost 3, Fiercely Dragon lost 2, Glow to Hell doing great, and Mind Control also doing great with only 1 loss apiece. And it's time for round 2. Jordy recovering nicely over in the shuttle with Troy, and, well, Tim's not over there. That's a little concerning. Oh boy, if he didn't get fixed up, I hope he's not going down again. Here comes the Prototype, and there is your running order for this round. Prototype's gonna line up on the track. Glow to Hell and Mind Control coming out of that round looking pretty good. Only 3 teams can move on tonight. Those other teams got to focus on taking out some of these leaders if they want to make it. Iron Golem up now for Mind Control. Iron Golem forks the Linster Prototype off the track. Double hit there, and the Linster Prototype, a great recovery. That car's got some good agility. Those prongs made sure the Prototype was off the track, but couldn't flip him upside down. Now up for Fiercely Dragon, it's going to be Bad Moon. Solid smack from Bad Moon, and Iron Golem is done. Flips over off of Evil Weevil, cannot turn it back, and that's the end of that. That vehicle more of an offensive vehicle than a defensive vehicle, and now it's done. Up now for Allison Thunderland, the delightful Pollinator. The Pollinator takes Bad Moon off the track, but then just flipped sideways. Got caught up on the wing there on the side of Bad Moon and just flipped over. I think that Flower and the Bee are a little top heavy. Doesn't bode well for the Thunderland. And the final remaining car for Stranger Danger, the custom 77 Dodge van. This thing's got to stay alive to keep their team in it. Bam! That was a nice hit. Knocks the Pollinator flying, and the Pollinator pushed over sideways down by the end of the crates. Not exactly the type of behavior they were looking for from that car. Here comes Skull Crusher, going to try to end the Stranger Danger. Skull Crusher almost gets under the van and bounces back. The van pushing it, landing on top and pushing it backwards down the track, making that vehicle a little bit vulnerable now. Probably Mind Control's fastest car with a little undercutting ability. Here comes the Ocelot. Ocelot gets a big push, but cannot do anything to Skull Crusher. We just got a line of cars now on the track. A good safe hit from the Ocelot. Fiercely Dragon's going to try to stir things up with Cove Light. Cove Light smacks into the back of Ocelot. Again, not able to get anyone moving down there. And now we've got 4 cars lined up on the track. Oh, and now we find out what happened to Tim. I don't know what he's doing, hanging out on the feelers of the Caterpillar. Oh, man. Tim goes flying off the edge. Cove Light pushing under Ocelot. Ocelot pushing under Skull Crusher. Finally getting Skull Crusher off the track. And Tim takes another spill. Double flip. Lands on his back. That was a bit of a dopey move by Tim. Climbing on the Caterpillar like that. I don't know what he hoped to achieve. I think he needs a little medical attention from Troy. Warp Speeder's up now for Glow to Hell. Warp Speeder tries to take out the Caterpillar, but the Caterpillar's not moving. Just a gentle nudge forward. A little precarious, but looking good for the moment, and Warp Speeder backs down the track a ways. Now it's time for Spider for mind control. Spider slams the Warp Speeder, and Caterpillar forced off the track and sideways. Warp Speeder recovers, and the back of Spider goes up. Warp Speeder now nearly crushing Tim. They should really pull him out of there. The big news here, though, Caterpillar is sideways. That's another elimination for Alice in Thunderland. As the high roller prepares to go down the track, that team might be out of this unless that Caterpillar can somehow make a recovery. Spider gets bonked, and now stranger danger in their own kind of danger as that van is just perched on the edge of the track. One little push and that thing could go over, and that would be 2 teams out of this round. This could all be over if they eliminate that van. There's 2 vehicles left in this round. Let's see if they can manage it. Duck and Roll's gonna take a shot. Duck and Roll does an amazing takedown on High Roller. Just carves him off the track, pushes him off upside down, and he is done. And the custom Dodge van continues to hang on. Let's see if Baby Cookie and the minecart can wreak any havoc. Big hit by the minecart, but it's not enough to cause any damage. Custom Dodge van manages to stay alive. And we are going to go on to round 3. There are still 4 teams in this. 4 vehicles eliminated in this round, as you can see from Skycam, and it's all bad news for Alice in Thunderland. Let's head into the aftermath. Alice in Thunderland is out fiercely, dragging down to 2. Glow to Hell still has 4. Mind Control down to 3, and Stranger Danger somehow still in this with 1. It looks like Jordy had to force Tim into the shuttle to get some medical attention. I don't know why Tim's being so resistant today. Anyway, we're going to start out round 3, Duck and Roll for Glow to Hell. Glow got to be feeling good about their performance so far in this qualifier. They got 4 left. You can see Jordy and Troy in the background still trying to deal with a rambunctious Tim the Tool Man. I don't know what's gotten into him. Maybe he's gone down the track just one too many times. Speaking of going down the track, here is Baby Cookie in the minecart. Cookie managing to stay in this thing last round and does it again this round. A nice little tap to the back of Duck and Roll there. And now Cookie is locked onto the track inside the minecart. Should be a pretty solid hit here from Bad Moon for Dragon. Bad Moon, a nasty slam. The minecart flipped over on top of Baby Cookie. Duck and Roll makes a nice maneuver there and recovers, though not in a safe position right now. Stranger Danger still hanging on with the custom 77 Dodge van. Here it goes again. The Dodge van piles into the back of Bad Moon, pushes the minecart up. Is that minecart gonna make a recovery? Cookie is still hanging out in the minecart, just grabbing the insides. Gonna be interesting to see what the Leinster prototype does here. Nice slam by the prototype there. Doesn't make much happen except the minecart goes upside down again. Baby Cookie being pushed into Bad Moon. Luckily there's some room in that cart. I think she's trying to climb up in there. Ocelot now for mind control. Ocelot gets underneath the Leinster prototype, but the prototype is not having it, not fazed by that hit at all. And Ocelot now is curbside. Prototype makes a great spinning recovery. Covelight's been getting some great takedowns in this match so far. Let's see if he can do it again. And a nasty hit right there, and Ocelot goes up in the air, lands right, but then flips over and can't control the impact. And that is going to put Ocelot out of this match. And with the minecart upside down right now, things are not looking good for mind control. Next up, it's going to be Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher attempts to take Covelight out, but can't do it. Covelight makes a great recovery, not even a chance of getting flipped over in that situation. And Mind Control still in trouble right here. Need to make something happen. Spider's got to stay alive. Spider flips over, but look at this. Minecart is knocked off the track and back right side up. Spider may have intended to try to make something happen, and it worked. Baby Cookie right side up in minecart. Duck and Roll off the track, still good, but now Spider is in trouble. Will it be worth the sacrifice? Here comes Warp Speeder for Glow to Hell. Warp Speeder knocks Spider off the track now, and Spider makes an incredible recovery. Warp Speeder not so good. Just flips upside down, gets clipped by his own vehicle, Skull Crusher there. And Warp Speeder was the final car of round 3, so Warp Speeder is out. Taking a look at the field here, Minecraft playing some funny games, and they are really working out. It looked like they might not make it through the round, but somehow they've got 2 left. Taking a look at the aftermath, Fiercely Dragon still at 2, Glow to Hell loses 1, Mind Control loses 1, but stays in the match, and Stranger Danger still in the match with that van. And apparently there's been some trouble over at the shuttle. Tim's a little out of control right now. They are tussling with him, trying to stop him from messing with the controls, as you can hear. I don't know what Tim thinks he's doing, but you don't want to mess around with spaceship controls like that, especially if you don't know what you're doing. The Linster prototype takes to the field. In the meantime, things have evened out a little bit more in this match, but we've still got 4 teams left. One team's got to get eliminated before the thing's over. And we'll keep going until it is. Next up for Fiercely Dragon, it's going to be Covelight again. Covelight annihilates the Linster prototype. The Linster prototype, man, that thing has been making some great recoveries, but not this time. Just gets tossed up in the air and pushed over against the crates. That may have interfered with its ability to make a recovery. If it doesn't flip back over, it's done. Here comes Spider for Mind Control. A near miss last time, but somehow stayed alive. And this time, Spider flops into place with the back down, nicely locked onto the track. Covelight staying in position as well. Here comes the Danger again with the 77 Dodge van. The Dodge van knocks the back of Spider up, not interested in what's going on there. Nice low bumper on that van. So many close calls, but somehow that thing is staying in it. Duck and Roll had a good round last round. Let's see if it happens again. And the Duck smacks into the back of the custom Dodge van, and everybody's locked in place. We got 4 cars. I got a feeling something's gonna happen here. These 2 remaining cars for Fiercely Dragon are nice cars. You do not want to be in front of them when they come down. Bad Moon pops Duck and Roll up in the air, and the Duck cannot make a recovery. Dances around a little bit, but can't do it. That could be it for Duck and Roll. With the loss of Linster, Glow to Hell are not looking good this round. Here comes Cookie, still strapped into that minecart, nice and safe. The minecart smacks into the back of Bad Moon. Not much happening there. Cookie bobbles around a little bit, and now everybody's locked on the track again. We're already down to the final car of this round. It's gonna be Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher's gotta be careful here. Skull Crusher can't get anything to happen. That van gets put up on top of Bad Moon, but it's not enough to take him off the track. And Glow to Hell are coming out of this round not feeling very excited about what happened. Both the Linster prototype and Duck and Roll, the only vehicles eliminated in this round. In the aftermath, the lead has changed. Fiercely Dragon and Mind Control are now in the lead with 2 cars apiece. Glow to Hell, only 1 left, down with Stranger Danger. There's some weird sounds coming from the shuttlecraft right now. Oh, uh-oh, that does not sound good. I don't know what's going on in there, but I know Tim was out of his mind. I hope nothing serious has happened. Well, here we go with round 5. We still have 4 teams in this match, unbelievably, and it's been a bit of a turnaround. Glow to Hell, who looked so promising at the beginning, is now in danger of being eliminated. Stranger Danger, speaking of danger, they've only had 1 left this entire time, and they're still in this. Here comes the minecart. The minecart slides into place. Evil Weevil tossed up into the safety area. It's pretty cool that our middleweight champion still does the buffering duty here for the Junkyard Joust. After all the glory that Evil Weevil has been getting, hasn't let fame go to his head. And here comes the custom Dodge again. The Dodge slams into the back of the minecart, but nobody's moving here. Cookie gets bonked around a little bit, but you know, she can handle that. She's a tough little baby. Skull Crusher up now, more like Skull Pressure. A lot of pressure on this vehicle. Skull Crusher knocks into the back of the custom Dodge van, but goes curbside. That is a perilous position to be in right now. That is not what Glow to Hell want to see. And bad news, Covelight's coming down for Fiercely Dragon. We've seen what this car can do. Cove Light takes down Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher is tossed upside down off the track. If that car stays like that, it's done. This match could be over for Glow to Hell. Final car of the round for Mind Control, it's Spider. Let's see what happens. Spider plows into the back of Cove Light, almost gets the van off the track, but it doesn't happen. The Dodge remains on the track and Skull Crusher does not. What an insane turnaround. Glow to Hell have gone to hell and they are done. Checking out the aftermath, Fiercely Dragon Mind Control got 2 left and Stranger Danger had that one van that made it all the way through this qualifier. All 3 of those teams are going to move on to the main event. Here are your winners after a hard-fought match with a lot of drama, an unexpected turnaround. Here's all the teams that have qualified for the main event. Oh, now hold on a second. Tim is gone, and it looks like he may have transported somehow using the technology of the shuttle. We don't know where he is, and I wonder what's going to happen when he comes back. Don't forget to go become a patron if you can. I'm going to be doing some giveaways over there, some pretty cool stuff that you might be interested in. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway to the winners of the betting match that we're doing over on Discord. Check out your description for all that information. Please leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like. You know the drill. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.